So, last session. Last session was one hell of a session. A little less exciting than the session before, where the city was under siege, but still very important and very packed with things to do. The aftermath of the battle was ever present with collection and careful preservation of whatever bodies were left intact for the purpose of handing off to families, being coordinated by the guild, as well as the remaining healing efforts being moved to more private affairs. The group of you kind of licking wounds and collecting one's thoughts in the tail end of the carnage that laid in front of you. To be honest with you, it has been like a week and a half, 2 weeks, so there's a bit that's still a bit fuzzy even for me. But overall, it was pretty simple. A lot of the efforts made by you guys kind of weren't really per se yours. A lot of it was coordinated by Marcus, who seemed to have gone through this before. You guys helped with the cleanup effort, as well as took your fair share of spoils from the Baylor and what could be harvested from its disintegrating body. Jesus Christ, Aiden. And even went as far as to try and make his sword back into reality, requisitioning a powerful wizard who you have been in the shop of before, for some of you, and for one of you have met for the first time, Ramses, to try and see if you can't forge its ashes back into a blade. Which was requisitioned specifically by fucking Vizara, as my brain blanked on names. I was about to say Zorora. I'm not gonna lie, that was awkward. After which you reconvened at the guild hall and spoke with Marcus, who thanked you guys for your efforts, saying that it was above and beyond what was expected from a group of your caliber, and proves that even despite your relatively newer stature, only having been in for about a month and a half at this point, accounting for the travel time between the jobs you've taken, that you guys are proving yourselves as valuable assets to the guild, and had promoted you to gold tier adventurers, or gold class, or however you want to say it, to gold. As well as explain that a reward was on your horizon for the next day, and that to enjoy the party ahead of you. Before leaving, however, if we recall, a gift had been left for a certain someone, Mr. Mordecai Devlos, by his former mentor, or friend, or confidant, instructor, or whatever phrase you want to use to describe the rather enigmatic relationship between the two of you. He left you an arcane pistol, an item that he had vaguely taught you how to use, but never in much detail. No nukes. And that is where we pick up into this session. You guys are still in the room, technically, though you have been told you can do as you please until tomorrow. As well, Visara was rather unceremoniously told that the King's Council wished to speak to her in the aftermath of the battle.
Yes, I do remember that.
a rather confusing message coming from someone who isn't, a messenger from them. But a little odd in the situation. But I mean, that situation was a little odd to begin with.
Sure.
But yeah, we pick up right there. You guys are still in the room. The tension of victory is in the air, and the conversation that just happened. And the world is your oyster. There's a celebration outside those doors waiting for you. What do you guys like to do? If I see nukes again, Aiden, I'm gonna lose it. If I see you message me, I'd like to nuke everyone. I'm gonna lose it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a video I just sent you.
The variety of fucking whispers to DM. I'm not letting you have a nuke. God damn it, if it isn't one of you, it's the other.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm not much interested in partying. I'm more interested in what reward the guild has promised us, so...
You have to wait till the board.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of hanging upstairs, I think.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm doing the same shit.
We're all brooding.
Brooding.
Sleeping, dude.
I will have some ale and a meal and then turn myself evening.
Okay. And what does Amarok do?
Where are we, sorry?
Right. So there was a conversation that you guys had just had with Marcus, basically him congratulating you and all that preamble, whilst also saying that tomorrow a reward will be arranged for you all. But for now, to enjoy whatever celebrations are happening over the next day to 3 days, as parties tend to rage on. So it's just kind of like a celebration of life going on out there. You can hear music and people jovially talking and rowdy behavior, essentially. But I was just asking what your plan was. Mordecai's going over there and join the party for a little bit to have a drink.
I'll join Mordecai for a drink. Just like in the shadows, kind of a little bit.
Absolutely. As you guys walk out back into the main area, going down the hallway leading from Mordecai's office, the group of you split off. Two of you heading towards sort of dorms, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Sort of rooms, though much more open and luxurious and nice looking now that you have access to some nicer rooms. No longer are you stuck on straw. You actually have proper beds that you can sleep in and enjoy a very nice and comfortable rest. Each one is individual and tailored to some level of like niceness, with actual amenities and a proper drawn bath waiting for you. So for those who have gone to rooms, you are kind of enjoying the
Are they
already
private rooms?
they are private rooms.
Okay.
They are no longer communal like 2 or 3 bedrooms. It is, you have your own room now. There are communal ones there. It's not like you couldn't choose one if you wanted to, but they're more like suites than they are like, you know, large group rooms. It's more like if you invite people over kind of thing. You'd have room for someone to sleep there, or stuff like that. As for those going to the party, it is a very lively, bustling atmosphere. As I mentioned, there are a variety of different people enjoying and celebrating surviving. Most of the people that look battle worn are in bandages, covered in bruises from the fight. People who look like they probably just came back from being healed at whatever church or even like what would pass as a medical professional's office. Sounds good. Medical professional's office, just looking like they're worse for wear. The others are basically just anyone and everyone who's just walked into this, heard, oh, there was a fight, okay, cool, and then has joined in on whatever celebrations of life and respecting the people who fought. A lot of people are drunk at the moment. Not many people have their wits about them. It is very loud, and the music is going crazy. There's a variety of people up on what they have for stages, playing a variety of instruments, and the atmosphere itself is just very jovial. And despite the kind of grim nature, they're trying their best to push past it from the looks of it and focus on something a bit more enjoyable. Now, you wanted to stick to the shadows, so go ahead and make me a stealth check if you are actually trying to hide. It won't be too difficult, but Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, you meld into the shadows like nothing before. You have a feeling that you can't be seen by like anyone in the room unless someone like accidentally stared right at you. But yeah, no, you are one with the shadows. The music, the people, the instruments, the drunkenness, everyone's distracted, and you are taking full advantage of it.
I kind of just like seep into like the background and kind of just like look around and see if anyone catches my eye, or if there's any bards that are taking a break.
Make a perception check.
Ooh.
Oh,
What's your passive? Underneath your skills is 12.
Oh yeah, 12.
Okay. You see a couple that catch your eye. For the most part, people are performing. However, you do see a couple that are either swapping out instruments for something that's a bit more to what they're wanting to play. Like they're just swapping it out. You do see one that seems particularly resplendent. Very nice clothing, very clean flowing hair. And he seems to kind of be the center of attention for a lot of people. And you watch as he walks over, places down what looks to be a lyre up against a wall, kind of out of sight, and then picks up a lute and then walks back over to the stage and continues playing to a crowd of people cheering him on.
Could I see where he put the other instrument, or would you say it was outside?
Mm-hmm. No. He's put it so that, like, for example, kind of like the same way that you'd like put something aside, so that way, you know, people might not notice where it is. You watch where he goes with your passive. Your passive's high enough. He's not like particularly trying to hide it, but they're distracted with everyone playing, so he's kind of using that to his advantage. He just places it kind of like around the corner. You kind of imagine that with the way he's placed it, even he wouldn't really notice if someone was near it, but that's kind of the hope, is that no one will know it's there.
Yeah, you already know.
Oh, I know exactly what you're gonna do.
I try and like skulk my way over, keep into the shadows, and try and take the instrument that he put down.
So I just want to clarify, you're taking the instrument?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
Bro, those are all my frees.
You do pick up the instrument and you take it in your hand.
I'm gonna just shove it like into like the inside of my like lever and kind of just like skulk back towards Mordecai.
Okay.
I think I've changed my mind.
You think you changed your mind about what?
I feel cooped up. I'm gonna head downstairs just for a little bit. Get
Sounds
myself a glass of wine, should they have any.
Oh, wine aplenty.
fine
It does
red.
not. It. I get the reference that you're going with. Thick, viscous, even like blood.
Perhaps.
You find a variety of different wine options that you can go with, and some are actually closer to like a syrupy consistency, kind of akin to like Jaeger, where it's a bit thicker, and would definitely have the mouthfeel of what you're very much used to. Available for you to get. Mordecai, the beer is free tonight, so whatever drinks you want are going to be on the house and flowing like crazy. You need only ask in terms of what you're looking for. Now, as for our resident little kleptomaniac, I need you to make a perception check as you skulk back to Mordecai and sit down next to him.
Give me a stout ale.
one of the bartendresses, I guess, waitresses, gives you a nod. You're fucking dodging around. They got drinks in their hands, running over. You see them grab one from the counter, bring it over, place it on your table. They're kind of doing this fucking spinning dance of just placing down mugs, grabbing mugs. It is truly a work of art to watch. Perception of 18. You're being watched.
Can I tell by who?
A certain bard. Long purple clothing. With long flowing hair. Person who had their lyre taken by you is staring at you as he's playing.
I kind of like look over and see if I can tell that he's staring at me, and then kind of just like go back to looking at like Mordecai and the rest of the room.
Sounds good, Ethan. Takes out polishing rage.
Rag. I put an E.
Polishing rage. I'm gonna make you clean.
Cue over to heavy bar metal.
What did you say, Aiden?
Just said that I'm just kind of like look around the room, kind of like lock eyes with him for a split second, and then look away and just focus back on watching Mordecai do whatever he's doing.
Okay. You look at him, you kind of look around the room for a second, you look back to where he was. He's not there anymore. Feel a tap on your shoulder.
I kind of like look out the corner of my eye and see if it is who I think it is.
It is a very brightly smiling bard staring down at you.
Hello, everybody.
I kind of just turn around and be like, "Hey, can I help you?"
I think you have something of mine.
No applause. No.
It's not very nice to steal things.
Okay.
What are you on about? Like, what? Steal? That's not me. Nah, not me.
There was a mountain great and tall by the name of Water.
My friend, it's a celebration. Life lost or not, we have to appreciate the lives they had. Are we really doing this here and now?
Doing what? What are you implying here, sir?
He said he pulls up a chair and sits down next to you. I'd really rather you didn't take my prized possession.
I haven't taken anything. I generally have no idea what you're on about, good sir.
Anyone know a rhyme for Twix?
Clean,
A
clean,
rhyme for
drink,
Twix?
drink, drink,
Anyone?
clean, drink, clean, clean.
No?
Okay,
I guess
hold
I'll
on.
just continue then. Right. Just a moment. Where was I?
Give me 1 second.
1,000 years they traded. Whilst the wizard's tower grew. Alistair Blackcloak, his name was, then he vanished.
For the record, this is the figure that you see. I will send this into in character. That will do in character. Nope, not this. There we go. Can I do things properly? There we are. This is the gentleman you see, minus the liar currently.
I'm just doing my best. That's your best. Song's not even over yet, so keep your trap shut. Right, here we go.
You know, it is rather exhausting. The amount of people who
Want some singing? All right.
like to think they're what's the word people use? Slick.
Water deep, water
Like to think they're all that. I'll give you one opportunity to have you give me my lyre back. Just one.
One of his spawns.
Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Mordecai stepped away for a minute to make food for one of his spawns.
Magic far and wide, lived a long old life protecting us from day.
Kind of like look him up and down, trying to like work out like who he thinks he is, acting like all high and mighty and coming over to me.
And from flaming throne he laid the law to which
Why
we all
is
abide.
Spotted Cord not linked anymore?
He was big.
Successfully linked account.
What I was gonna do was I was gonna try and find a die to go play a game with you. Now I think I'm watching this guy approach you guys from like a table away, just
Yeah, it's a rather interesting situation unfolding. You come down to try and hang out with the group and enjoy whatever celebrations are being partaken in, and you watch Amrock just appear at the table, sitting there, and then this altercation occurs where a bard basically appears. You watch this from a third-party perspective, which is a bit unique because the two of them are sitting together, so it's a bit different for them. But for you, you watch him just appear as well, in just a puff of silver. And in fact, if you want, you can make an Arcana check to see if you can tell what it is that he did. Yeah, 17, more than enough. You've seen this spell used many, many times before. It's Misty Step. I mean, the amount of people who use this spell, even just to get to places that are out of reach, is insane. If they have the ability. But yeah, no, you've seen it dozens of times before. He basically fucking nothing personnel kitted behind him. And
Sure.
Then this conversation occurred. As for who the hell he thinks he is, go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, great.
Because he's just smiling at you, waiting for your response.
Yep. Yeah. I have a
Well, that's
negative
one way to
1
do
to
it.
wisdom, so
That's one way to do it. I mean, he's a bard, you know? They're all full of themselves. They all think they're top shit. I mean, you've known your fair share of bards. You've liked none of them, you know. And I mean, this guy, you don't understand why he'd be any different. You know, he's probably just all talk. You know? I mean, he doesn't even have his lyre anymore. What use is a bard without his fucking focus? You know, the audacity of this man to walk up to you and think that he's better than you.
how loud is it in the place we're in?
It is extremely loud. Like I said, there's music going on, cheers, celebration, like you name it. I just figured that with you guys having focused on the drinks rather than the party atmosphere, and the fact that you were slinking around, you've kind of picked a table closer to the back.
So,
But if you want to correct that, like, you could be somewhere in the middle of the pack too, and it would be even harder for this conversation.
No, that's fine. as I'm kind of like talking to him, I'd like sneakily pull out the lyre underneath the table so he couldn't see it. And I'd also reach into my pocket and grab the pair of pliers that I have on me.
Go for it, yeah. Make a sleight of hand check. Okay. You pull out the lyre, and he continues staring straight at you. His eyesight doesn't break. Make an insight check. This is gonna be like continuous, like back and forth as to oh god. Yeah, you know what? You think that he is so focused on being right that he doesn't even notice you pull out the lyre.
And as he's like talking and as the music's going on, I'd slowly start to like loosen the strings using the pliers. So it starts becoming out of tune more and more.
You try. Doesn't budge.
How close is this guy in Amarok's personal space at this point? Like,
Not even 5 feet away from him. He's sitting in a chair across from him currently.
okay.
Like, you know, the disappointed father pulls up chair, sits inverse on the chair kind of situation. That's currently the situation that's unfolding in front of you.
I'd like to
Is this
approach it
guy?
then. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy just looks upset. Like, really, kid, you've taken my lyre. You think I don't know? Spot accord. I'm going to kick your ass. Yeah, you approach. Do you just sit down at the table, or lurk in the area, or what's your plan?
Standing over the two of them, sitting.
Okay. He looks up at you warmly. Oh, one of your friends. Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Is there a problem?
Yes, your friend here has taken something of mine, and you know it's very rude to take people's possessions, especially without asking.
Is this true?
I generally have no idea what he's implying. I've been sat here with Mordecai the whole time.
Do I believe that?
You know what? Deception insight.
Fuck!
You haven't known this man for very long. Your first instinct is to trust him because he's been good in a fight, and you know his rain of arrows has honestly saved you guys' skin a couple times. You know, with distracting enemies, luring them. In this moment, though, there's part of you that's doubting his statement that someone wouldn't be this adamant, this persistent, without at least some basis for it.
Whichever it is it that big to make a fuss about?
Oh, you're saying something that I took an instrument. I don't even know how to play fucking instruments, so why would I take an instrument? Like, that makes no sense to me.
Another ale comes over in a flurry after a couple seconds for you, Mordecai. Nice, tall, overflowing, ice cold.
Oh, just the right temperature.
Well, in this particular instance, it's rather important to me. So there is a bit of an aspect here of I need it back. I mean, it's not that I couldn't take it, but it's more that I want to give your friend here the opportunity to correct his wrongs.
I'm not gonna stand in the way. Do you have anything or not?
I generally have no idea what this guy's going on about.
I hold like my offhand up, like, all right, dude, I'm not gonna step in here, and then I swirl my my glass of wine, just sip it.
Okay. Well, I just want to say I warned you. I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom of all the fucking things.
Look, don't blame me, okay?
Is he casting a spell?
He is casting a spell, yes.
Do I understand the words he's saying? Does he say any words?
Do you speak Celestial?
No.
I do.
Just gotta ask
Well.
for the sake of.
Yeah, so it's weird because it does kind of sound like a mix of three different languages, yet the most prominent of them does happen to be Celestial. So if you want to try and piece out from the other underlying languages, the closest would be Elvish and Sylvan. So it would depend on whether you have those.
I speak Elven.
Okay. Just make a straight intelligence check. Just straight in. Yeah, it's a bit murky with the three overlapping each other. It sounds ethereal. And just hard to understand. Zorora, you... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Whoops.
Nice.
I didn't honestly
Okay.
mean to hit it, but I do have all three, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you are close enough to hear.
Oh, okay, cool.
And... Well... It's a bit disconcerting.
Oh. Cool.
Because it roughly translates to you will move no further as he casts Hold Monster on you. And I do still need that wisdom save from you. Though I will be honest with you, I think this is more of a novelty. Yeah.
It's almost a 19.
Yeah.
I'll just shake my head where I'm at.
That
just a
is
slight little shake.
rather unfortunate. You are currently under the effects of Hold Monster, particularly until dispelled. It is not based around concentration. It is not up to 1 minute. You feel that this effect is until he decides to let you go.
Can I speak?
I think technically from the basis you are paralyzed.
If you're paralyzed, I don't think you can speak.
I
can
don't
only
think you
murmur
can.
incoherently. Like you can try to, but like stuff doesn't come out. At least what I remember of the paralyzed condition.
I'm gonna double check the condition because I don't mind in this.
Can't move or
instant.
speak.
Yeah, can't move or speak. Okay. Yeah, no, you were just frozen in place as he walks over to you, stands up and walks over to you, places a hand around your shoulder. See, this could have been a lot easier if you were just cooperative and told me and just came clean. This is so messy. I'm here performing for you all, and I'm being insulted in such a rude and abrasive manner. Sounds good. Zorora. That's funny. Okay, Amarok, you just randomly hear someone whisper in your ear, did it to yourself, huh? Just some random woman just walks by and out the guild hall.
Fuck.
Yeah, just some random woman walks by, says, did it to yourself, huh? And then walks out the guild hall.
think you should just take what you're owed and let him go. I think he was just trying to put a fast one on you. You taught him a lesson.
My eyes are just like kind of darting towards like Vizara and this random guy like between the two. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, you know what? That's taps his forehead. That reminds me, you can't. Silly me. I'm sitting here waiting for you to defend yourself, and he'll just place a hand on your head and tap it, kind of like a head pat, and you feel like basically from your shoulders up can move again.
I kind of just like look at him, but like, what the fuck was that, man? Why can't I feel
And
my
he-
legs? Why can't I move?
He reaches down and he picks up the lyre from in your hands under the table. He physically picks you up and stands you up, so you're in a standing position, and palms his lyre, similar to the picture that I showed. Now, are you going to apologize?
If you sort this shit out and let me walk and move my arms, then we can talk about it.
I'll do that if you apologize.
And I'll do it if you apologize if you sort the shit out.
His smile's gonna fall a little bit. You're a very angry individual.
What makes you say I'm angry? What makes you think that I'm angry? I just like having the ability to move my arms and walk.
Well, hundreds of drunk adventurers, off their ass, could have stolen any number of gold. You take my lyre. Why? What value does it have to you? You don't even know who I am.
It was shiny. He's a klepto. Let's move on, shall we?
I never said it was of any value to me. You said I was going to keep it. You said I was going to sell it. You said what I was going to do with it.
Well, what were you going to do with it?
I just wanted to have a look at it.
We get a
I'm just gonna
deception
put it
check.
back. Every time one of these.
At 100%.
There you go. Nat 20.
Okay.
I got your music, Alex.
He isn't proficient in this. So this is going to go straightly off of his charisma. Or not his charisma, his fucking wisdom.
I don't like that you actually have a character sheet for this guy. I don't
I
like
do.
it.
I do, in fact, have a
I mean, I have a
character sheet.
feeling I know who it possibly is, but I don't want to spoil it.
There's a moment that he believes you. There is. Actually, you know what? Something just occurred to me. Mordecai. This might be interesting.
No applause. No. Right, I'll just get started. Okay.
I need to double check one of your features, because I may have failed to account for something that might be rather interesting.
By the name of water deep, it cradles new life by the shore.
Go make an insight check for me, because and just note that you have expertise on this. Mhm.
Magic tore them twixt, so the humans found the city.
Just for this roll.
Empty and it was. Does anyone know a rhyme?
That doesn't
for
seem right.
Twix? A rhyme for Twix.
Just do /R 1d20 and then do
Right. I guess I'll just continue then. Right. Just a
and
moment.
then just add 6 and then 2. Add 8.
Where was I?
1d20 plus 8 because that's what it works out to be.
1,000 years they traded, whilst the wizard's tower grew. Alistair Blackcloak, his name was then, he vanished out of the blue. Warlords rose
He's doing a very good job at hiding it. But you've hunted
every week
since you were a teenager.
named the town of Nemours
With
Hall,
Kairos,
town
with
of Waters Deep.
your own skill set. You know a Celestial when you see one. They have an air of superiority with them. And 2 beers deep, it clicks in the back of your head that this guy's cocky for a reason.
I want some clapping along, I want some singing. Alright, here we go. Water deep, water
So as I'm bringing down my drink and wiping my foam mustache off,
the melting
seems
of the northern land.
not everyone is being truthful here. Not even turning around to the conversation with my back still to it. I just kind of glance over my shoulder.
It's like an Eldritch Hunter, man.
Isn't that right, Celestial?
His last breath, oh, the future seems unclear.
There was this moment of resignation of, fine, I'll set him free. And right as he does, you say this. This moment between, like, when he was acting to be like, you know what? This woman is right, whoever she is. It's fine. You know, I've got my lyre back. That's all that matters. So as you regain feeling across your body and you can move again and nothing feels like it's tight, this man slowly looks over at Mordecai. What exactly is it that you do? How do you know? I'm curious, genuinely speaking.
I have spent my life as a hunter of beings and creatures not of this plane, or monstrosities that are of this plane that bring harm to others. Spend my life working goal to help those that are weaker, need aid and protection. So I'm a learned man. One must know everything that is out to harm those that are weaker and can't defend themselves. You do a good
Do you
job
think
hiding
I'm-
it. A really good job, I must point out. But there are those out there with keen eyes and a knack for this thing of knowing.
You know what? Credit where credit is due. It's impressive, it really is. It isn't exactly a secret in my case, though. It's just a little easier to fit indoors.
Ahem.
This is a valid point.
Yes. He turns to you.
Just pot calling the kettle black. You're working with someone not exactly human. Do a little finger wave.
I like this one. This one's entertaining. What's your name?
Pleasure, Vizara, and yours.
You know what? In respect to your friend seeing through it, my name's Meliodas. Nice to meet you.
As soon as he says that name, I just kind of look away from him and sit back down and just kind of try and ignore him as much as I can.
What now? Are we shy all of a sudden? What's wrong?
Does that name sound familiar to me at all?
This won't be hard, but make a religion check. It is very familiar as this particular person, well, quote unquote person, tends to frequent mortal establishments. Meliodas, also known as the Ageless Melody, is the god of music, love, and creativity. And this man is claiming to be him.
You said, what were his domains, sir?
He is the god of music, love, and creativity.
Gotcha. Okay. Huh. And that's all. I laugh at it.
He looks flabbergasted at you laughing at his name. He's taken aback for a moment. Did you just laugh?
I just found it amusing. Pleasure
How
to
so?
mine.
Music, love, and what again?
Meliodas. Pardon?
Oh my god, my dad's walking in. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
What was he the god of? Music, love, and...
Creativity.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
Oh, good.
What was I saying? He's commenting on you laughing, right?
Say that I found it amusing.
Which part?
Oh, you're celestial, named after a god.
Named after.
Right. Or are you the Meliodas?
People may be named after me, but no, I am myself.
As soon as I hear that, I kind of just like snicker to myself, like while I'm sat down.
What is with mortals and not believing? Back in the day, people would just revere and worship me at the mere thought that I might be him. Nowadays, I have to prove goddamn everything. And the disguise fades. And in its wake, a much taller version of Meliodas now stands with full wings in tow. Kind of understand what he means by easier to fit indoors. I would like to point out that it took me 5 hours to get those wings right. Celine knows my pain.
I just kind of like glance over at him and like say under my breath, is that meant to be impressive? And then just kind of look away.
It takes no insight. You struck a nerve. Did I do something to you? Have I scorned you in some way?
Is this towards me or?
Yeah, no, he's staring daggers into you. You've pissed him off with that comment, calling him unimpressive.
I just kind of like look at him, like kind of like side-eyed, and then just go back to looking at the table and looking around, just kind of like shrugging him off.
At this point, like, even drunk eyes are starting to look at the giant 10-foot-tall gentleman standing in the in the presence of you, and he bends down and stares you an inch from your face. I don't know what your problem is. But I will find out. There will be payment for you touching my lyre. There will be payment for you lying to me. And there will be payment for you insulting me. I don't know who you think you are, but you are nothing.
As he finishes talking, I just kind of look at him and just be like, if you can take payment from people, then why didn't you give payment? And then I kind of just like look away and like push him, like not exactly push him away from me, but like move myself away from him.
This look of anger shifts to confusion. Give payment? What do you want about? I'm speaking to you. What are you prattling about? You think I owe you or something?
I'm gonna whisper something to you.
Oh, you whispered something to me? What are you... Hold on, what are you whispering? You didn't send anything to me. Or are you typing? You're probably typing. You know what? With how stressful this situation is, go for it.
This is gonna be interesting. Okay. So as soon as he says that, I kind of like stand up, lock eyes with him, and I kind of like, you know, like kind of way like you shake your shoulders, kind of like in a little motion, and as I do that, my two wings that are like kind of like bony almost sprout out of my back, and I just stare at him and go, "This is what I mean, payment."
Your bony, dilapidatedly feathered wings sprout from your back, and this moment of just indignant fury towards someone who dare speak out against him turns into this look of, oh shit. Yeah, Mordecai's just drinking beer. Um, this look of like kind of half confusion, then recognition, then confusion again. What are you, one of Icarus's bastards? No, you'd be kinder. Fuck, are you one of my bastards?
So you're the god of creativity, love, and whatever else it is. But you can't recognize one of your own spawn sat an inch away from you. Good job.
Good job, Dad.
Fuck no, I go sit by Mordecai and just drink.
Do you know how many I have? Do you know how hard that would be?
Welcome, Visera. Oil, please.
More beer, more wine. At this point, they just bring the bottle over and a full fucking like craft for the two of you.
Yep.
Just kind of slowly back away from whatever this is.
I don't know about what's going on back there, but this ale is delicious and the perfect temperature tonight.
So what? Are you upset that you didn't get proper wings? Is that it? Are you a late bloomer or something? And he picks them up with his fingers. Is that what you want? What payment are you looking for?
I'm not looking for any payment myself, but you could have at least supported my mother after you decided to, well, bless her with me.
I bless thousands of women's with you. Or yous. Language is a hell of a thing. You get what I mean. You think I keep track of any of them? Well, I keep track of a few. What makes you so important?
Never said I was important. Never said I wanted anything to do with you.
So what? Is that why you tried to take my lyre? Is that why you tried to what? Scorn me? Piss me off? Some indignant fury? Some retribution? What is this? An ego play? Or are you trying to catch my attention?
No, I just think your music sucks. I mean, I tried to loosen a few strings on their lyre, but didn't seem to work that much. So maybe it's not you that has the power of music. Maybe it's your instruments.
So he's gonna go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
God.
Okay, he's fine. Barely. If I was about to give you a vicious mockery if that was under 27. Constitution save? What are you Constitution saving for?
I'm about to be 4 deep.
Oh, you know what? That's fair. These are like 3 beers in one too, so like you're closer to 9 deep at this point. Your con save keeps your constitution, like you don't like lose your lunch, but you're starting to feel like really really good. You know, like that point in the like drunkenness where you're like, ah, the sky is blue.
And it's a dark owl, so
You pretentious. I don't have time for this.
By the name of water deep, it cradles new life by the shore.
I don't have the patience for this. Well, and he says this with like the most like strained voice. Son, don't touch my lyre again. In fact, do your best to stay out of my way. As a kindness to you, I'll forget this happened.
A rhyme for Twix. Anyone? Shut your mouth. That
Don't worry. As a kindness to you, I'll forget you ever existed. Oh wait, basically already did that.
Holy fuck.
Where was I? For 1,000 years they traded. Whilst the wizard's tower grew.
Get smitten.
Palistar Black Cloak, his name was then.
He does that like tongue at the back of his like lower cheek like fucking roll where he's like, he really would just love to fucking blow you to kingdom come, but there's too many people here. Before he just be that way, and he disappears. This time in a flash of blue arcane energy.
Right, here we go. Second bit. Come on, bit more energy. I want some clapping along.
As he disappears, I kind of like look around the room.
Here we go.
And then
A lot of people are staring at you currently.
This is the greatest drinking night ever.
just before I sit down, I kind of like shake again, and my wings just kind of like crack slowly back into my back, and I just sit down and kind of just put my head down.
As you go to shake them back in, they kind of get stuck for a second before you can finally dismiss them back into your back. As they retract, you notice that there are a couple more feathers than there used to be.
I keep that like thought in like the back of my mind, but I just kind of like shrug it off and look around at my fellow party members and kind of just like drink with them for a little bit.
Alrock, come have a seat and drink this wonderful ale.
I quickly pay attention to Zoror because he's been sending me messages like crazy.
Terribly.
You've been fucking messaging me like crazy. Hold
I'm
on.
over here turning into Thor. Another
smashes it on the ground.
Rock, you must come and try.
As you can tell now, Zora, it was not him.
Yeah. Got that.
It makes me... How would you like to do that? Because there's some ideas that just popped into my head based on your the situation.
Yeah.
But how would you like to try and do that? Never mind, I saw the other message. You get...
There's also that part too.
Yeah, 73 silver.
Nice.
Okay. After a few moments of people just kind of like staring in awe and confusion, party goes back to what it was, though now notably with much worse music.
You know, friends, how about we take some of these drinks upstairs and have a private little game? I'd like to talk and get to know you a bit more.
I mean, I
Sounds
don't have an
wonderful.
issue with that. Plus, I have a pack of cards that I know. Mordecai, if I get the cards out, promise me you won't throw up on them.
Mordecai, make a Constitution saving throw.
I already did.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
You say cards,
Yeah.
and like I instantly come out of my stupor. Slowly turning head. Did you say cards? This mischievous grin coming across his face.
All your drunkenness subsides for a little bit. Your mind razor focused on your next win.
I've got a game. I think we'd like to, or we should play a game to get to know each other, especially after that incident. I'd like to know who I'm working with a little bit more closely. I think a game would help
Sounds
with
good
that.
to me. Could do with all of these, getting away from all of these prying eyes, to be fair.
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna try and
Off
grab
you go.
Mordecai by the shoulder.
Oh, Mordecai's already like
Okay.
20 feet.
He's already moving.
I'm
yeah.
already gone.
He's already going to the
Cards.
rooms.
Let's
He's
go.
ready.
Let's go.
Never mind.
Time to gamble.
Is Zora coming with?
As far as you know, I retired to my room.
Okay.
Zorora isn't there. Zorora's nowhere to be found.
Zarar, you can. Oh, that's right.
I went to my room, dude. I was never in the hall.
Fair enough.
Blissfully unaware, missed this entire situation.
Yep.
Yeah, you mind if I see the deck? Because I've got a game, but it's rather simple. I'd like to show you how to play.
Yeah, sure. Here you go. I just pull out like a pack of cards that are not new but not old, and I just kind of pass them over to Vizar.
So the game is rather simple. We all draw one. Whoever has the highest gets to ask a question of whoever drew the lowest. It's called What the Fuck Is Up With That?
Oh, interesting.
So you ask your question and you preface it with what the fuck is up with that. For instance, if I were to draw high and Amarok, you were to draw low, I'd go, so that was your dad? What the fuck was up with that? And you'd tell me. But you have to follow the rules of the game.
Sounds completely fine to me.
Perfect. I mean, to simplify this, we could do it with dice too. We could roll a d20.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do d20s because I do not know how to set up a deck, and I don't feel like trying to learn.
To be fair, that last time we used that deck, anyways, it was weird.
Yeah, so D2. We'll do d20s. Whoever rolls higher or lower, there. Hey, you know what? He could nat 1 as well.
So I'll be answering. She got a question for me?
Hold on, wait, what is this game?
Hello?
Yeah, Zorora walks into the room.
Oh, did we wake
I was
you
gonna
up?
say, to be fair, that could be his way of entering. He could just poke his head around the corner. What the fuck are you guys playing?
That's exactly what happens. He pops his head into the room. Yo, what's up?
Yes, please do yourself in. I want to learn more about you as well.
How does this game work?
So,
We draw these cards. Whoever's highest gets to ask a question. Whoever drew lowest, and you follow up your question with, "What the fuck is up with that?"
Huh?
It's just how
Well,
we
you
can
know-
learn about each other more.
I'll watch around.
so I guess I ask yourself a question, Bizarre.
You want me to ask myself a question?
No, I'll ask you one.
Yes.
That's okay. So
Please do.
when every time we've spoken to or encountered like a guard or someone, they refer to you as a lady. What the fuck's up with that?
Right. So I technically am nobility. I'm a baron here in the city. Baron of the House Lyrinwen. Baroness. Can't really sire my own children, as I'm not alive. So it's just me.
Fair enough. Well, I'll guess I'll save my rest of my questions for the next rounds or whatnot.
Absolutely.
No questions that spoil the fun of the game.
If it were me, that would just open up more questions.
It did. Yeah, let's go.
Once again, it is bizarre being asked questions by Amarok. The universe said, "Here's your other chance, bozo."
Ask away.
I just have kind of like one teeny tiny question. So you say you're a baron of the town. What are you doing going out on adventures with us and risking your life? If you, well, I guess you're obviously, you come from nobility, so you must have some sort of wealth. So what is in this for you?
My wealth is mostly in my estate. In adventuring, well, for starters, I need to eat. That's a big part of it. Another part is trying to find out what the fuck is up with me. You know, that's kind of exactly where the game comes from. Is I was asking myself as I woke up, as in a bit of a mess, overgrown battlefield, and obviously was somebody before I died in said battlefield, but decided to make a name for myself here in the city. But yes, I need to eat. I need blood to survive. That's half of why I adventure, and the other part is trying to find out any information that I can about who I am, what I am.
Yeah, I get you. Fair enough. So, do we carry on? Another round, guys?
Absolutely.
That 20's going crazy. It's Mordecai asking Zorora now.
Mordecai.
It seems you always have moments where you're just deadpan staring. And it seems like you carry on conversations with yourself sometimes. What the fuck is up with that?
I love the what the fuck is up with that. I love it.
I mean, sometimes I hear voices of a very specific person in the back of my head.
Oh, good. We have a crazy person in our group. I mean, what?
So
Slams another beer.
Make a Constitution saving throw. You're like 12 deep at this point. You are poisoned for the next 4 hours. If you keep drinking, it'll like that duration will increase and you'll start fucking having worse consequences. Future con saves will be at disadvantage as well.
But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it.
So let me get this straight. We have myself, who complicated, a undead baron, very skilled hunter who is a gambling addict and a drunkard. No disrespect to any of you. And someone
No,
who hears
Dyken.
voices.
Yeah. But the thing is, you don't know. Well, I guess I don't know if they're actually real or not. I'm pretty sure they're real.
Are you referring to a certain someone being real?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. That's fucked.
Has very real powers.
Yeah. Has very real powers. Has given you a boon once before by giving you fucking Eldritch Smites on your sword during a fight for your lives. I don't know if he's real or not, guys. He could be he could be the equivalent of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I don't know for sure. Like,
So we've got a Pinocchio situation, is what I'm hearing. Man's got a Jiminy Cricket running around with him. Okay.
for sure.
His power is he makes his imagination reality.
He makes him a real boy.
The mental equivalent of a little kid storming off. He just leaves.
Well, I guess it's
So that was his Aurora, by the way. To answer his question. Oh my god! Double nat 20!
Yo,
A double nat 20! Double!
So you'll have to do rollies, I think, for who gets to ask the question.
By the way, that's what I think. Alec.
Yeah?
alright, roll off.
You're saying it to yourself today.
Huh?
He's not that, like, you for the first time in a long time, you feel nothing.
Oh.
All yours, Mordecai.
So
Who was there?
That was me.
Alright. So, what undead are you? What you say you're undead, and
I'm not living.
you're not living. What the fuck is up with that?
Right. Best I know, I'm a vampire. I need blood to survive. Other people's blood, animals' blood, Baylor's blood, Garistro's blood.
And just
Anything
take a
works.
moment and think about the horrific scene with the poor little bunny rabbits.
The child goblin.
Goblin child, yeah.
I'm no threat, though. And when I'm here in the city, just vermin, animals, and the occasional ne'er-do-well criminal. Only murderers and, crazies.
You say crazies, I just look over it. I look over, it's Aurora.
Oh, fuck off. I'm not crazy.
I mean, you,
I don't
you,
think you're
you
crazy
said
either,
you're the
dear.
one hearing voices and speaking with them, so
Well, I mean,
kind of walked yourself into that one, friend.
it's a single voice, not multiple, so get it right.
Okay, you're the one hearing a voice.
Yeah.
Well, let's do one more, shall we? I keep getting the low end of the stick.
Zara! The fucking subject of everyone's curiosity, despite there being the Amarok in the room.
Pardon?
The Amarokophant.
I feel like the reason she brought up this game was to ask me questions, and it just
It was.
wait,
I-
Can't
Mordecai
ask him nothing.
I follow the rules. Nothing but honest. You got any questions for me, Zerora?
Honestly, I can't think of it.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I think Mordecai should ask another question. I got a blank.
Right, I'll just get started then. Okay.
Or do you ask me a question? Because I can't
ca-
ask you one.
I would love to ask you a question if you'd love to answer one for
Go
me.
for it.
What's their name? The person who talks to you.
His name is Drathos.
Drathos.
Yes.
And how long have you been talking to him?
Decent amount of time.
Decent. Like a year? 2 years? 10 years? 20?
Would have been just about when I left home. So, I don't know.
Your pact with him has been a little bit longer than that.
Does anyone know a rhyme for
Oh?
twit? A rhyme for twit. Anyone?
Probably by like outside perspectives, an extra 10 years.
Right. I guess I'll just continue then.
Oh.
Right.
But to me, how long?
Just a moment.
That long?
Where was I?
Are you sending me a value, or like are you like asking? Because
Like,
you got to remember, you've been allowed like
Yeah.
like it's perspective
So-
based, right? Being a half elf, right?
So, from my perspective, how many years?
From your
Because-
perspective, roughly 250-ish years
Okay.
that you've just had this voice in your head of just
250 years?
time dilation and shit being what it is.
It's,
That's as old as I.
it's been quite a long time, actually.
Sun's not even over yet, so keep
Couple
your
centuries or
trap
something like that. I don't know.
shut. Right. Here we go. Second bit.
Crazy.
Come on, bit more energy. I want some clapping along. I want some singing. All right. Here we go.
I love it though.
Oh, yeah.
Child of a god.
Pardon?
I was just counting. We have a child of a god. We've got the hunter of very strange and mythical beasts and the like. And well, how would you self-describe? You just have certain gifts from this Drathos.
Yeah. I just get to do cool stuff. So.
Do you know why he talks to you?
We like to drink He likes to chat. I do a couple things for him. He finds it entertaining enough to stick around, I guess. I don't know. Similar goals, I guess. Who knows?
Very interesting.
Is Mordecai still drinking? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yep.
How many more have you drank in?
Another one.
Make me a constitution saving
Got
disadvantage.
24.
Oh yeah, I forgot disadvantage. Hold on. One more.
You very suddenly and
My head
violently
slams
have.
into the table and I fall back passed out.
No, I was gonna say you have a very sudden urge to throw up violently.
I just look at him and kind of go, hey, you promise not to throw up on the cards? You promise?
Unfortunately, it is now out of your control. Roll me a 1d100, 50 or lower, you throw up all over the cards.
Tough.
Okay, so you watch as Mordecai basically perfectly projectile vomits only on the cards before passing the fuck out.
I just look at him and just kind of go, well, I'm leaving him there, and he owes me a new pack of cards.
And that's the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't feel comfortable drawing cards anymore.
That's unfortunate. That 24 would have been fine. The DC was 22. Oh, I mean, the man drank like an entire fucking 12-pack of beer to himself, basically. He
So
was having fun tonight.
I'll just have to ask Amara what your business is then, other than what you mentioned with your so-called father.
I don't know what anyone says, but that man is nothing a father towards me. Yeah, fair enough, he may be my quote-unquote biological father, but he's nothing.
As you say
Just a
this,
creator.
the image of his shit-eating grin while he was talking to you plays across your mind. His air of superiority over you ever present in your thoughts as you're saying that.
But yeah, I guess that's one way for you guys to find out that that so-called god or whatever he's proclaimed himself to be is my father, I guess. And I guess now you guys know why I don't like bards that much.
Makes all the sense to me. So I guess we found out what happens when you go around stealing from them. At least
Yeah,
the godly ones. Let's not
Yeah.
make a habit of that when all of our lives are on the line, right?
oh no. I wouldn't do it to risk anyone else. No, don't worry.
Are you sure? I'm leaning a little closer to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it to in a setting where life or death towards you guys would matter. Only do it in settings that I know I should have been able to get away with it, and in all fairness, if it wasn't him, I would have gotten away with that.
Right.
It just so happened to be that the one time I try and do it this time, It's a fucking god.
In your
Sometimes fate
defense,
spurns you.
yeah. In your defense, you've been successful at this numerous times before in the past. Never before has it been like this. Your assumption is founded.
But other than that, what's the plans for the rest of the evening? Still looks like the celebrations are going on. I guess Mordecai celebrated a little bit too much.
I'm fine to recall. See y'all in the evening. Or in the morning, rather. I'm eager to
Sounds
see
good
what
to
we're
me.
rewarded with this. By the way, I was summoned to go see the King's Court. I'd like to take y'all with me.
I mean, I'm more than happy to go. We're gonna have to make sure a certain someone is okay in the morning to go.
He's made do under worse circumstances. Nearly got himself killed. Fought through that.
Right, well, I shall see you all in the morning then.
Firm none. I go off to retire.
Okay. To burp for a second. Mordecai's situation is kind of interesting. He's just kind of passed out after a few minutes, about 20. He slumps out of his chair and then fucking falls flat onto the floor. Stirs for a moment. Then goes back to bed. He's knocked the fuck out. As for the rest of you, going to bed is very comfortable. Like I said, these rooms are quite nice. Getting into kind of luxurious territory, but not quite there yet. But still very comfortable. Vizar, you can kind of equate this to like one of your guest bedrooms level of comfort. You know, like nice and serviceable. Like you'd be happy to stay here, kind of situation. And you guys get the benefits of a long rest. Mordecai.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you roll 2 different saving throws. Wisdom to see if you have a hangover, or Constitution to see if you feel like throwing up a second time when you wake up.
Great.
Yeah, just straight. Okay, so you do have a hangover. Constitution's okay, so you don't feel like throwing up anymore, and you're not poisoned. As for your mental state, go ahead and roll 1d4. Okay, for the first 3 hours of the day, any like rolls for recollection of knowledge or comprehension of information is going to be a disadvantage, as your brain is just fucking like static at the moment. Your brain feels like McDonald's Sprite.
What, did you say something?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Giving us her rewards.
Didn't he say to find him in the morning? No, he said he would send someone. We'll just hang at the table, I guess.
Okay, yeah. You wait 10 minutes, 15, 30. At the 45-minute mark, someone does come over and ushers you to a very long hallway that juts off from the path taken to Marcus's office. Standing there waiting impatiently is what looks to be a gentleman in long robes, a kind of keeper of some kind, as well as Marcus.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He looks hungover.
Yep, I know how you feel.
Drink a bit too much.
Oh, speaking of, I fish out my personal deck of playing cards and hand it to Zrora. I broke our promise. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, you did what?
Oh, not you. I turned Hamrock. Sorry.
Uh-huh. One job, man. One job.
I love this. Okay. Marcus gestures to the robed individual before he nods and opens a door behind the two of them. And as you walk inside, it is a rather large space with what looks to be a large variety of various magical items, artifacts. They all look to be either categorized or on display in some way or another. And there are some behind cages at the back. Looks like some form of protective casing. In the back, there is a very large vault door. Though it's weird as you walk into the room, it almost kind of feels like as space shifts. As you look back behind the door, it does shimmer a little bit.
It's fancy back here.
Sorry, I'm getting tired. My brain's starting to get into that point of mush. Walking forward, the gentleman very slowly kind of shuffles towards what looks to be a box that is set aside. It just simply marked Marcus's request. Time for me to pull up this list of things. Hold on. Open all bookmarks. So the first thing he pulls out from it is 4 nice looking bags. And then places them onto a table for each of you to pick up.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
You do easily enough. It feels rather light comparatively. It's about 15 pounds. But as you look in, there's a lot more space inside. These are bags of holding, and in each one of them, there is a sum total of 1,000 platinum pieces.
Holy.
Damn. Do things in a bag of holding have no weight, I assume?
Yeah, the up to a maximum of 500 pounds. The bag itself will only weigh 15 pounds. If it exceeds 500 pounds, it does technically tear. I personally don't care if you're like a couple pounds over, but if you start getting into the 50, 60 pounds over that, then we're gonna have a conversation about your items being flung out into the astral plane.
Alright. And how much does each coin weigh?
Oh god, 0.2 pounds, I think. No, yeah,
0.02.
0.02. Thank you.
Okay.
That's like 20 pounds worth of coinage.
Yeah.
As well, he pulls out a bag of holding of his own from the box and then places the box down. Okay, who's going first? It'd be easier for me to do this in order.
The easiest order, then.
There's no easy order. I just want to know who I'm getting first.
Alphabetical.
Mordecai's just sitting there staring into his bag.
Amarak, you're up.
Yeah, sure. What up?
Okay. He looks through the bag and pulls out a longbow and hands it to you. You're gonna be filling the loot table today.
Take the longbow, looking over it, see if there's anything unusual with it.
It does look a little unique. It is. I am getting messaged. Oh, that's fine. It's just general. The ends of the bow are oddly winged shape and somewhat draconic. And there are two very distinct looking gems at the front handle portion of the bow. One on top, one on bottom. One a brilliant golden hue, and the other a dark nebulous void.
I'll kind of just take the longbow and nod towards him and go, like, sit down and wait for everyone else to grab their stuff.
As well. Oh, no, you're not done, my friend.
Oh.
As well, a pair of boots are set down. These are the 2 items you receive. Now, the Dragon Wing bow, I've made it a little unique. It is, first and foremost, it is a long bow.
Hey, yo.
Okay, and so long as you are attuned to it, you're proficient with it. Additionally, you can choose between the extra damage being radiant or necrotic.
Okay.
But only those 2 out of the multitude that are listed. Because you can see that it could be a variety of different damage types, but
Yeah, I'm fine with being necrotic already. Nice.
and the
So,
Boots of Elvenkind are kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Lets you move silently, and you
How
have
are
advantage.
you wanting me to put these on my character? Just
You should be able to, I think. That is a phenomenal question because it's not exactly easy for me to. Do this. I was so confused. I heard strumming. I'm just like, the fuck is that? Someone brought in the spot chord. That was interesting.
Dude, I brought it in a long
I
ass
was gonna say it's
fucking
been
time ago.
playing the whole time.
Playing,
Yeah,
Wild.
for like at least an hour, dude.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, at 11 I brought it in, so an hour and 45 minutes ago.
Okay, so there's Dragonwing Longbow. And then what we can do is we can change this damage 1d6. Okay, now if we do this correct, there we go. So there's your bow. Okay. As for the boots themselves, those are easy enough to mark down, and you just track that yourself. So whenever you do a stealth check, you know what conditions there are, and can make a petition. Okay, who's next alphabetically? Fuck.
Mordecai.
I was gonna say, yeah, we got V's and X's here. Okay, Mordecai. This time Marcus is gonna kind of walk over, and he's gonna sit, like, kind of lean up against the table. So, I figured I'd give you a bit of an option. From what I've heard, you're both a bit of a gambler and a bit of a hunter.
This is true, yes.
Now, technically, not supposed to give out items that have curses on them. I'll be honest, though. I think you kind of appreciate the humor in it.
My interest
He'll-
is piqued.
He'll pull out a large great sword from the bag, and he'll hand it to you. And alternatively, he'll also pull out a very large maul from the bag and show it to you. So what is in front of you is a it is a renamed version of this. But for you, my friend Dylan helped me with thinking of this. I will fully admit. It's called the Paranormal Cudgel. It is a version of a corpse slayer, wherein you can choose 2 creatures at dawn that are considered of paranormal or extraplanar origin, i.e., any of the ones that are listed under your Eldritch Hunter feature. And those are the creatures that this damage applies to. And like these features applies to. So it's not necessarily just undead, but it kind of plays around the, like, you're hunting a certain quarry, and this is what you know what you're going to be fighting for that day. So I did misspeak. It is just one. I thought this targeted undead and something else, so it would just be one. So you choose one creature type. It could be any of the ones that your feature has, and that is the creature it targets. So if you're going to be fighting undead, make it undead at the dawn. And if you're going to be fighting celestials, right? But it is any one creature from that list. Okay.
Okay.
So this is one of the options, or what I linked to you there, the Gambler's Blade, which is 1-to-1. It's a giant greatsword. I'm going to let you read this. Or if you want, I can read it out loud.
Alright, Gambler's Blade. Choose a magical bonus of +1 to +3. The sword gains that bonus to its attacks and damage rolls. For each point of bonus you choose the sword, you take a corresponding penalty of -1 to -3. Your death saving throws. Jesus. You can change the magical bonus each day at dawn. The weapon is cursed, and becoming attuned to it extends the curse to you until the curse is broken with remove curse, spell, or similar magic. You're unwilling to part with the weapon.
It's a pretty bad fucking curse. It's it's a pretty bad one. -1 to 3 from your death saves is pretty fucking brutal.
Does anyone know a rhyme for Twix?
But he recognizes the hilarity of it.
Twix. Anyone? Shut your mouth. No? Right. I guess I'll just continue then. Right. Just a moment. Where was I? For 1,000 years they trained.
You trust us to keep you alive, right?
I mean, you have a paladin now.
Warlords rose and fell. Though it's Nemo's memory we keep. For rename the town of Nemours Hole
Ooh.
the town of
Damn, this is a tough choice.
That's a bit rude, isn't it?
Because I like both of them.
I knew you would.
Song's not even over yet, so keep your trap shut. Right, here we go. Second bit. Come on, bit more energy. I want some clapping along. I want some singing. All right, here we go.
They both have very beneficial properties for my area expertise.
Elves and dwarves fought on, so the trolls they fled down here.
But you're right, Marcus. I am a gambling man.
Breathed his last breath, oh, the future seems unclear. But the youth are Gariel
Think I'll take the gambler's blade.
magic far and wide. Lived a long old life protecting us from dangers most belied. Through each
Well, I just lost a bet.
strong, our Garon did survive. And
I respect it.
flaming throne he laid the Lord
Why do I hear you only out of my right ear?
abide.
What is risk without reward?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did I only hear Celine out of my right ear?
I'm in your right here, actually.
What the fuck? Now I hear you to both. How'd you do that?
Wiser Garon knew that too much power goes awry.
I'm in your walls. I'm sorry.
I'm so confused how you did that.
So a council he did summon to each and
That was trippy.
so no bribe or blackmail.
Did you do that? How did you do that?
Fate and magic.
Okay. Yeah. See, I was sure you were gonna go with the hammer. Oh well. Such is life. He hands you the blade, and this says, "Just be careful."
Understood.
And then he places down a deck of cards alongside the blade with you. This one will definitely be interesting. I may come to regret this one, but he's going for the humor pull for you. This is a deck with 22 cards for the record.
Okay. Oh.
This is a gambler's dream. You get 22 various cards made out of ivory in this deck. When you draw a number of cards that you state, you draw them randomly. It'll be based on a 1d22. So each one will go in descending order, with ace being 1, and then the joker without TM being 22. Yeah, you'll be in charge of keeping track of which ones you draw. I'm not tracking this for you, but yeah, you can read it. It's this will either come back to bite you in the ass or be very funny as you fucking cast knock 3 times in a row for no reason. You know, like some random shit occurs. There's some bad shit in here. There's some good shit. There's some funny shit. One thing's consistent. It's shit. Okay. What the fuck was this for? Oh, right. I remember this now. It is Vizara's turn now.
Who's giving this to me?
This one is Marcus once again. And he looks a little kind of like, what's the right word? Hold on. It's not, I don't think it's this word. It is actually bashful. In terms of like, he's like, this is definitely one that he handpicked himself, kind of thing. Like he's giving a lot of care in like handing this to you. Considering that you got kind of blown to Kingdom Come, I feel that this is this might help avoid that in the future.
Right.
Here you go. And he hands you a very opulent looking glowing necklace that has a jewel on it that looks resemblant of a heart.
Look at that.
You have been handed an amulet of health. Now, this one I have to pull up on my phone. No, stop giving me Ryan Reynolds. I don't care about Ryan Reynolds today. Collections, D&D. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. Let me think here. I had something in mind, but I lost the link, and now I'm sad. So you're gonna have to give me a second so I can find this link again. Okay, I thought I maybe had it still on my phone, and I do not. Oh no, okay. He then hands you a very thin wrapping of cloth. It is a slate gray color, though it looks plain on the outside. On the underside, it is coated in what looks to be just arcane runes.
Oh my goodness.
If the theme isn't clear, we set aside 2 things for each of you.
Those look comfy. Thank you very much.
They are the uncommon version, so +1.
Yep. Gotcha.
And now he looks a little awkwardly at Zerora. See, you're the one who confused both of us a little bit.
How
I
so?
don't know a whole lot about you. With them, I could find stuff out. I saw him fight. I watched her get blown up. And I mean, I have someone who fucking talks my ear off about him. And he points to Mordecai. I genuinely don't know a thing about you, though. I saw you here. More specifically, I heard that you had used some form of healing akin to the paladins. So, you know, I just didn't really know what to do in terms of stuff for you. So, forgive me if this is a bit outside your wheelhouse, but... and he hands you a great sword with instead of a guard, it looks kind of like an incense tray.
Interesting.
This is, by all regards, this item. Let me tell you, I genuinely did not know what to give you, so this is definitely a Hail Mary in terms of, like, something that I thought you'd find interesting, and something that he thought you'd find interesting. It is not a flail, it is a greatsword, as I mentioned. And it is kind of like oblong, so it still has like a crossguard shape, but like I said, it is kind of like it is the sensor. It counts as a holy symbol for you, so you can use it as spellcasting focus for your paladin spells. When you hit an attack with this magic greatsword, it takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. As a bonus action, you can speak the command word to create a thin cloud around you for 10 feet outside of you for 1 minute, and at the start of each of your turns, you and any creatures within that 10 feet radius regains 1d4 hit points.
Oh, interesting. Does this include enemies?
No. It should honestly, it should specify friendly creatures, but
Are you adding this to my sheet?
no, you can.
Okay.
I know
Is it
you know
a-
how to.
Is it? Is it a magical weapon?
It is a magic weapon, yes.
What's its plus?
Nothing.
No.
It is not a plus weapon. It deals extra radiant damage, and you can create a healing field.
Okay.
Did-
And you said
there are some magic items that have inherent abilities that are more powerful than +1, so they don't have
Yeah, no,
them.
that's fine.
But there are some more powerful ones. Like, for example, there's one called a Sunblade that has a +2 on top of dealing 1d8 radiant damage, and it creates light out for 30 feet.
And you said it was a
It's-
great sword, right?
Yeah. A Sunblade is essentially a fucking lightsaber.
Good. I thank you for the sword, sir.
Then he hands you a rod. Just a rod, nondescript, with some buttons on it.
Interesting.
Hell yeah.
It can be rather useful.
So I could jump up, press this button, and be suspended in there.
Yes, you could, in theory. With acrobatics checks, like you could go as far as like fucking, jumping up, reaching into the air, pressing the button, pulling yourself up, to like pole vaulting through the air if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of creativity that you can get with a fucking immovable rod in terms of like, getting to places that you really shouldn't.
Yeah, that's
Save yourself from falling, 600 feet by, reaching into the air and then pressing the button.
cute.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of cool shit you can do.
Thank
Now,
you for your consideration.
Like I said, it's our way of thanking you. It's not anything crazy, but hopefully it'll help. A lot of these things can get pretty expensive, so what I can give out is kind of, again, it does like the handshaking thing of like, I might have people, yelling at me.
No need to explain. These are a great boon. Thank you.
Short nod. Now, despite the look of this place, it does technically act as somewhat of a shop of sorts for the more hard-to-acquire items that people who have worked for us over a great many years have collected. If you're ever looking to burn some money, this is a good place to consider. Though I say that literally, most of this stuff is extremely expensive. Especially the stuff in the vault. And in those cages. I mean, hell, half of them have a mind of their own.
Literally?
Oh. He points out two very large great swords. Those two there are sentient. Let me think here. That grimoire technically is.
Hello, everybody.
There's a couple in the vault that are.
I'm going to be singing a song about Waterdeep.
There's a lot.
Gotcha.
No applause.
So unfortunately, yes, literally.
Right, I'll just get started then. Okay.
What's like the starting price of items in here?
There was a mountain great By the name of water deep, it cradles new life by the shore. To the elves, it's
He kind of weighs that question for a second.
of an empire.
I mean, it would highly depend,
To the
but
dwarves, it's home to mithril bold, for fortune sold. Elves and dwarves,
you know, especially since
together.
he leans down to the gentleman who's standing with you, and they whisper something back between each other.
Found the city, it was empty, and it was
Around 15
no rhyme for
and up
wit.
ish. It's hard to put a price because everything's determined by him when you're wanting to buy it.
15 what?
Right.
1,000 gold.
Continue then.
Oh,
Right. Just a moment.
gotcha. Very much.
Most of the items in these vaults are either one of a kind, extremely powerful, extremely dangerous, or any mix of the three. That's why they're only available to gold adventurers or better, people who we can trust, one reason or another. Most people don't make it past copper. The people that do die when they become silver. They get big for their britches. And past that point, there's an innate trust that we have with you that, frankly speaking, you're a cut above the rest.
Sun's not even over yet, so keep your trap shut. Right, here we go. Second bit. Come on, bit more energy. I want some clapping along. I want some singing. All right, here we go.
Don't let that get to your heads, please.
Water deep, water
But you're welcome to come here and peruse as you see fit.
the melting pot of the northern lands.
Thank you.
Greatest city sprawl.
I'm gonna restart my.
Elves and dwarves fought on, so the trolls they fled down here. As for Nemo breathed his last breath, oh, the future seems unclear.
Yeah, no wonder it's causing problems. Hold on.
Lived a long old life protecting us from dangers most belied. Through betrayal and hardship strong, our Gayron did survive.
Did someone speak?
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Hi. Thanks.
We all abide.
What was I saying? Fucking brain go brr. Anyway, I'm sure he has things to do. He kind of looks at him like, help me out here. And the gentleman's, I have some cataloging to do, yes. Good. We should get out of your hair. And he starts walking out of the room, avoiding the awkward silence of not knowing what to say next. Do you guys follow suit? Do you guys linger? What's your plan?
I follow out.
Wonderful. Okay. Do you guys all follow suit, or? Okay. As you guys exit the doorway, though the door is still there, the actual physical door, like the doorway that you walked through, disappears as the demiplane closes behind you.
Oops.
Yeah, demiplanes, woo! Nothing more secure than a demiplane. And yeah, Marcus does turn to you. Well, I think I've said all I need to say, given all I need to give. Best of luck. Good luck on your next job. Blah blah. Again, thank you for the help. And stay safe.
Take care.
He walks off. You hear a door close from a distance away, most likely his office.
Now I've got to go stop by a magical tailor and get my old outfit redone. And then I'll be ready to go see the court.
And that, I think, we will save until next session.